What's going on, YouTube? Come back at you another video. Okay, so this is interesting. LA Times did an article with Black Sam, which is Nipsey Hussle's brother, and talked about this whole situation with Nipsey. I'm gonna give you a brief overview of what happened for him, what he said happened for him after he got the call, and then I'm gonna touch on the most interesting part of this article to me, but I would go read the whole article for yourself. Basically, he's saying he got the call, he rushed to the scene, he got there before paramedics had arrived, then he was left to administer CPR, try to help keep his brother alive. Ultimately, the paramedics came and the rest is history. The most interesting part of this whole article to me is when they start talking about why this happened, or what the deal is with this situation. He said, I'm gonna read this to you. Since then, Samuel has been trying to come to terms with what happened, but it's hard to know who to trust. His brother's death feels like an execution. He wonders if the attack was a hit job or if Holder was simply jealous. It doesn't make sense that somebody from the area that just snuck up and just talked to him and shook his hand minutes before, it's mind-boggling. So we've been given like multiple different versions of what could have happened with this. We've heard that Nipsey outed this dude as a snitch, told him to get lost. He was upset, came back, and took Nipsey's life. That was one of the versions. Then people are saying Nipsey, that this dude was just jealous of Nipsey. It was hate, and that's why. So what is the truth behind the situation? I think listening to Black Sam, we can definitely take some away from this whole thing. So a lot of people out there now are stuck on that it's just the fact that this dude was a hater and he was jealous and that's why he took Nipsey's life. Black Sam, though, has not ruled out that there was something deeper. And I think that's important to factor into this situation. Not trying to stir any conspiracy talk or anything like that. You can pretty much rule out the whole Dr. Sebi angle. That's out the window. But one thing that you have to factor in, there's a couple different things that this could be. This could be a hit from somebody in the hood. Nipsey had whatever issues he had in the hood with whoever he had them with, and they had a hit done on Nipsey. It could be some shit like that. It could be Holder was just jealous. It could be that. But there also could be more to it also, because you got to think, Nipsey was doing stuff that was not supposed to happen. He was uniting people who were not supposed to be united. Just recently, after I saw this this whole situation with Firebug, where if you didn't get the story, the tweet that Nipsey put out before he died has basically been deciphered. The guy who the tweet was about, turns out, seems to be this guy named Firebug, who was basically a mortal enemy of Nipsey Hussle. Firebug, in a nutshell, recently released out of prison. Lots of power in the hood, allegedly, as far as people respecting him and, going off his word. Nipsey and him were supposed to be mortal enemies, like I said, but as two generals and kings, they were going to come to the table and do something big. They were working on trying to do something big for the hood. I mean, when you start pushing positivity and you start doing things that go against the agenda that's being pushed by the machine, which is death, hate, negativity, all those types of things, when you go against that and you actually get some traction going, you actually get some behind you to affect the change in the world, you do become a target. I'm not saying that that's what happened with this situation with Nipsey Hussle, but I think that it's definitely too quick to just say, oh, Holder was just a hater and that's why. Black Sam, Nipsey Hussle's brother, somebody who is closer to this situation than anybody, has not ruled out the fact that it feels like a hit. It feels like something more to him. So I wouldn't rule it out yourself either, that there's also something else going on here. It'll be interesting to see you know, what comes forward out of this situation in the days to come. But definitely a very interesting article. Go read it for yourself. Let me know what you guys think though in the comments. I appreciate you. Hit the like, subscribe, share, all that. Peace. Rest in peace to Nipsey Hussle too, and prayers to Black Sam.